Are you looking for the best monitors for PS5? In this video we will look at some of the best monitors for PS5 on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Gigabyte M32U Best 4K Monitor for PS5. The best monitor for PS5 with a 4K resolution that we've tested is the Gigabyte M32U. It's an excellent 4K gaming monitor that delivers sharp images and clear text thanks to its high resolution. Additionally, the 32-inch screen offers a more immersive gaming experience compared to 27-inch screens. It's great for gaming in bright rooms as it has decent reflection handling and gets bright enough to fight glare. If you want to use it for co-op gaming, it has wide viewing angles, so the image remains accurate from the sides, and the stand offers swivel adjustments, meaning you can turn the screen. In terms of gaming performance, it has a high refresh rate panel, and you won't have any trouble playing 4K games up to 120 frames per second from the PS5. It also has incredible motion handling at any frame, and gaming feels responsive thanks to its low input lag. Unfortunately, it doesn't support the full 48 gigabits per second bandwidth of HDMI 2.1 as it's limited to 24 gigabits per second. It doesn't affect gaming performance from the PS5, but it's limited to Chroma 4:2:0 with 4K at 120 Hz signals instead of Chroma 4:2:2, so text isn't as clear, and it's not ideal if you also want to use it with your PC connected. If this doesn't bother you, it's one of the best PS5 monitors you can get. At number 2. LG 27GP950B Alternative with higher HDMI 2.1 bandwidth. If you prefer something with full HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, look into the LG 27GP950B. It doesn't have as many features as the Gigabyte M32U, as it lacks a USB-C input and has worse ergonomics. However, its HDMI inputs support the full 48 gigabits per second bandwidth of HDMI 2.1, so you don't have to worry about compression, and you can use the PS5 to the best of its capabilities. Gaming feels responsive thanks to its low input lag, and it has a quick response time for smooth motion. It doesn't have an optional backlight strobing feature, but it's unlikely you'll need it because motion already looks smooth. It has an IPS panel with wide viewing angles, but that means it has a low contrast ratio, and even though it has a local dimming feature, it performs terribly. If you want the best PS5 monitor with a 4K resolution, you can't go wrong with the feature-rich Gigabyte, but if you want something with higher bandwidth, then check out the LG. At number 3. Samsung LC32G75TQSNXZA Best 1440p Monitor for PS5. The best 1440p monitor we've tested for the PS5 is the Samsung LC32G75TQSNXZA. It's an excellent gaming monitor with a few features to improve gaming performance, and it performs well in dark rooms. It has a great native contrast ratio, so blacks appear deep in dark rooms. It's available in both 27 and 32-inch models, and even though we tested the 32-inch variant, the results are also valid for the 27-inch model. The PS5 doesn't support 1440p games, but this monitor can accept 4K at 60 Hz signals with Chroma 4:2:2 from the PS5 and downscale it to 1440p. You can also play 1080p at 120 Hz games on it without issue if you want a higher frame rate. In terms of gaming performance, motion looks smooth no matter the frame rate as it has a quick response time both at its max refresh rate of 240 Hz and at 60 Hz. However, like other VA panel monitors, it has a slow response time with dark transitions that leads to black smearing. Fortunately, it has low input lag for a responsive gaming experience. Sadly, it has narrow viewing angles, and the screen has an aggressive curve, so it's not a good choice for co-op gaming. Also, even though it has a local dimming feature, it performs terribly and causes blooming around bright objects. If that doesn't bother you, it's an excellent choice for gaming from the PS5. At number 4. MSI Optix MAG274QRF-QD Wide Viewing Angle Alternative. If you prefer something with wider viewing angles, look into the MSI Optix MAG274QRF-QD. It has a different panel type than the Samsung Odyssey G7 LC32G75T, so it has worse darkroom viewing performance, but because it has a flat screen, wide viewing angles, and great ergonomics, it's a better choice for co-op gaming. It has a dedicated console mode meant to downscale 4K content from the PS5, and it works without issue. It has an outstanding response time at 60 Hz, there's no black smearing, and it also has low input lag. It's a good choice for use in well-lit rooms because it gets bright enough to fight glare, and has decent reflection handling. Sadly, it's not the best for HDR gaming because of its low HDR peak brightness. If you want the best 1440p gaming monitor for the PS5, the Samsung is a great choice, but if viewing angles are important to you, then look into the MSI. At number 5. Dell S2722QC 4K Alternative. If you want a monitor with a higher resolution, look into the Dell S2722QC. It doesn't have a high refresh rate like the Acer Nitro XF243Y Pimaperx, as you're limited to its 60 Hz refresh rate, but considering it has HDMI 2.0 bandwidth, you can't play 4K games at higher than 60 frames per second. It's an office monitor, but it still works with the PS5, and has great gaming performance with a quick response time, low input lag, and a flicker-free backlight. The 4K resolution helps it achieve crisp images, and if you want to use it for co-op gaming, the versatile stand makes it easy to turn the screen. Sadly, it's not a good choice for HDR gaming because it doesn't get bright enough to make highlights pop, and it has a low contrast ratio. If you want the best budget monitor for PS5, and don't mind a 1080p resolution, the Acer is a great choice. However, if you prefer a higher resolution and you're willing to compromise on the refresh rate, then check out the Dell.